Buenos dias. Well, I started this last night, this Buenos dias, and it was Buenas noches. And today is the 11th, tomorrow is the 12th. But it was freezing cold. I went to lay down 5 minutes just to get ready to post this, and I wake up and it's 6 in the morning. So now it's, instead of Buenas noches, Buenos dias. It's the 12th of August, and today in Greenland, Iceland, parts of the Mediterranean, Spain, and other parts of the world, you are going to experience a full solar eclipse, just like the one we're seeing now, just that the moon will not be bouncing back and forth like this. Solar eclipse. What's the fascination with a solar eclipse? For me, the fascination is the thought that the image of the sun's corona, that is directly behind the moon as the solar eclipse plays out, that corona, science is telling us that it is not there, or that it's there, but what we're seeing is a delayed light source, and it's taken 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach us, because the distance from the sun to here is 150 million kilometers, and light traveling at 299,792,458 meters per second takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds to get here. Now, the thing with that is, in that 8 minutes and 20 seconds, planet Earth, the spinning globe, spins by 2.08 degrees in that time. Now, if we use logic and common sense to work this out, you'll find that it isn't possible for the sun to be positioned where it is if it really does take 8 minutes and 20 seconds for its light to reach us. The reason for this is because what we have in this moment, we have the sweet spot on planet Earth that is looking up towards this moon through its shadow, that, by the way, is 1.3 seconds old, because that is how long it takes for this light to reach Earth from the moon. 1.3 seconds. So we're looking at an 8 minute and 20 second old sun corona that is positioned directly behind the image of a 1.3 second old moon that finally filters through to the sweet spot on planet Earth. Now, science is telling us that we're looking at a 1.3 second old moon blocking an 8 minute and 20 second old bunch of invisible massless photons that have been traveling for that 8 minutes and 20 seconds from the sun. Like I said, common sense and logic. If you look at this properly, and you do use logic and common sense, you'll understand that what we're seeing here is the light source itself is being blocked. It isn't photons. It isn't possible for the sun to be directly in line with the moon, and the moon be directly in line with the shadow that it's casting onto Earth and the sun behind it, because there is an 8 minute and 20 second delay, and in that 8 minutes and 20 seconds Earth has spun by 2.08 degrees. So how can the sun be in the same picture as the photons that it launched 8 minutes and 20 seconds earlier? It cannot be. What we're seeing in real time is the moon blocking the light source itself. The light source, the sun, is directly behind the moon. When I say this, I'm not saying that it's 10 kilometers behind the moon or 150 million kilometers away and directly behind the moon. All I'm saying is it's obvious that the sun is directly behind the moon. So how can light be finite? Light is absolute. If light is going to reach somewhere, it reaches at absolute speed. There is never a time when somebody is looking at a light source or is standing in light looking at a light source, and that light source is that far away that it has already shifted. And we're standing in photons that have been traveling for X amount of minutes or hours or years. It's highly illogical. I was going to say it's an insult to people's intelligence, but I won't go that far. There is no such thing as a light year. There is no such thing as a light year. If you're looking at a light source in the night sky, you're seeing that light source exactly where it is and how it is. If the sun's switched off, you're looking at the sun right now, if that's switched off, it wouldn't take 8 minutes and 20 seconds for the photons to finally go out, because that's how long it took to get here. If the sun turned off, it would turn off instantly. There is no delay. If the sun decided to turn off in this moment of the solar eclipse, bang, that happens. Turns back on, bang, that happens. There's no delay. It's the 12th of August 2026. They're saying that it's going to be a busy day on a lot of different levels. Apparently there's a load of things that are coming together, something to do with the Roman emperors, and we have this gravity that is going to be disappearing for 7 seconds or something crazy. We've got some meteor showers, we've got some planets that are lining up. Well, folks, it is the morning of the 12th of August 2026 right now. It's coming up to 8 in the morning here in Australia, and everything is fine. It's a beautiful day. There's no clouds in the sky, and it's just rock and roll as usual. This gravity thing, I'm sure that they're saying things like that, all of these distractions to get people confused and anxious about things, therefore missing the solar eclipse, which clearly shows that light is not only absolute, but that the sun is directly behind the moon. Now, here's the thing with this, right? The moon, hang on, let me just pause this. 2 seconds. All right, we are back. Right, the solar eclipse, the full solar eclipse. So this will be seen in Greenland, Iceland, northern Russia, parts of the Atlantic Ocean, like the northern parts, Spain, a little smidgen of Portugal too, I believe, and loads of other places will get partial, but those are the locations, the places that will get the full solar eclipse. Now here's the thing with the solar eclipse. The moon. We're told that the main reason the moon moves in our night sky and daytime sky is because Earth is spinning on its axis, right? Now, when this moon comes and positions itself in front of the sun, what happens is it stops, doesn't it? You'll see the moon come across, face of the sun. It comes out of nowhere, and you'd think it would do this, don't you? and then carry on by. But that is not what happens. Earth is spinning. The moon is moving. It's orbiting us in the same direction that we're spinning, but we are spinning faster than it's orbiting us, which gives it this the appearance of moving. But then it stops. Now, has Earth stopped rotating? Or has the moon sped up so that it's staying in line with the sun and us? Or what exactly is happening in this moment? How come it stopped? Today's solar eclipse, I think they're saying it's going to be about 2 minutes of totality wherever it is people are watching it, 2.5 minutes. In the US in 2024, this happened, and when it stopped, it stayed there for 8 minutes. Now, this isn't about whether it's flat, round, square, or triangular. I'm talking about Earth. This is about something that doesn't make sense. It's a little bit similar to the after the high tide, that slack period of water, where the current literally stops in its tracks. How can that be the gravitational force from the moon? How can it be making the water move if the water comes to a total standstill for up to 60 minutes? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't really matter what level of common sense a person has. It makes no sense. There is no logical explanation for why we get a slack water period after the high tide, and there is no logical reason for why the moon, when it is coming along and blocking the sun, that it stops. You'd think it would just right? Now, I'm not sure how people think it's happening. I'm not sure what explanations people have had for how this is happening. But one thing is for sure, none of them tie in with a spinning planet and a moon that is orbiting us at 384,000 kilometers away. Sun and the moon. During a solar eclipse, during this period right here, as we see this lineup, only one thing, there's one thing that is for sure, and that is the sun is directly behind the moon for the duration. Whether it be 150 million clicks away or just up the road, the one thing is for sure, it's directly behind the moon. And I'll just add to that. If light is traveling at 299,792,458 kilometers per second, that sun cannot be 150 million kilometers away, because it takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds for the photons to get here. And if that is the case, the sun cannot be lined up with the photons that it launched our way 8 minutes and 20 seconds earlier, because in that 8 minutes and 20 seconds, Earth has rotated by 2.08 degrees. So it cannot be in line with the moon shadow, and the sweet spot that it is being viewed from on planet Earth. All right, folks, have a great day. Laters.